An international group promoting press freedom says the number of journalists detained in the Middle East has surged this year due to the rise of Islamic State militants and other extremists. Paris-based Reporters Without Borders says in a report that 54 journalists are currently being held hostage around the world. The Islamic State militant group is believed to be holding 18 journalists for ransom or for propaganda purposes. 65 reporters, including Japanese journalist Kenji Goto, have been killed this year. This is 6 fewer than last year, but the figure highlights the dangers of reporting in the Middle East. Reporters Without Borders is urging journalists to stay on the alert. It points to the rapid spread of kidnapping as a business in some conflict regions.
Well, that was dramatic. But that's because this is a dramatic issue, and not something explained very well. You hear about a few reporters killed by ISIS and a few gone missing, maybe 1 or 2 making the headlines for a night. But out of the 50 on average a year killed, how many have you actually heard of? Have you heard their stories? Do you know their names? In 2016 alone, there has been 8 journalists killed thus far, as of February 24th. Al-Megad Mojili, Marcos Bautista, Hashim El-Hamran, El-Hajj Ahmed, Majid Durrani. Our mission with this documentary is to bring to light the condition of journalists, from repression to injury to death, and how it worsens.
Alright, so first of all, how do you feel about the situation?
I don't know. I've never really heard about it till now.
How I feel about the situation in the Middle East, let's see. I feel that it's very outrageous, first of all, because, well, it's really hard to see journalists sacrifice their lives for viewers when viewers don't even really know the situation and they don't really understand it well. I mean, a lot of reporters are just gone and they don't come back and nobody cares. That's the problem.
Well, I feel that's very tragic in the way that it could discourage fellow people who want to become journalists.
What do you think could be done to help them in the Middle East?
I feel like more people could be sent with the journalists themselves to help protect them while they're on a mission or trying to gather a story.
Definitely send even armed guards with them or something. I feel like, one, journalists should be well informed of where they're going, and I feel like they mostly are, most of them anyways. But also I think that security should be accompanied with them, and maybe UN security forces, so it's a neutral force and not tied to one government or one country.
Well, what I think that could be done to help them is make the world aware that journalists are going through this rough patch of land, which is of course the Middle East. And I think we should try to encourage them, because in the end they're doing their job and we need to know what's going on in our lives and what's going on in the world. So we need to help them and to be safe and away from all possible dangers. Should they have more protection for journalists in the Middle East?
Yeah, they should, because the Middle East is a very rough place right now with all the wars going on. So to protect these people who are trying to get the story out to people who want to know what's going on, I feel like they should be protected while they're working on it.
Do you think there's enough attention brought to it?
Actually, no. I mean, ever since I was a kid growing up, I always heard something about the Middle East and Middle East and Middle East. It was always about that. Something about the trouble spots in Afghanistan, Kabul, anywhere. But I never really cared about it until now, because especially when our group thought about it, I kind of was hesitant to do it because I didn't know anything about it. And until I watched a video on Al Jazeera, I was kind of skeptical. But then I saw that this is really an atrocity. Actually, it's worse than atrocity.
No. And then that's why we do videos like this, and Al Jazeera does articles and whatnot, because not a lot of people knew about it. I don't think our group really knew that it was this bad. There's people Reporters Without Borders that are always updating their lists of journalists that have been killed, and it's really dangerous. It's also just bringing attention to the whole area of the Middle East and what's going on there. It's a testament to how dangerous it is there and what the reporters are already doing there. And they're already showing that it's dangerous, but with these sort of things happening and the deaths and injuries and the danger that's experienced, you can see how terrible it is in the Middle East.
And I think that we in the media, as public citizens and citizens for the world, we need to emphasize it more, because this is really bad, especially since 450 journalists have been killed in the past 2 decades just because of going there reporting the truth and not taking any sides and being neutral. It's really sad.